You mean that gold coins are most valuable and copper ones are the least valuable? The girl asked with a dumbfounded expression. The waiter and I nodded at the same time. Woo, the girl suddenly started crying. I trusted that uncle so much, but he was lying to me. He gave me only 2 buns for the 100 coins I gave him. I even thought he was such a good person, advertisements such a scammer, swindler. Just you wait, once this lady catches you, I am going to chop your body into 1,000 pieces. The young girl spoke while gritting her teeth in her fury. No matter what, you can still get your money back if that wicked shopkeeper who swindled you hasn't already run away. The young girl started crying again. Woo-yo, he already ran away. No way. Did he abandon his shop? Isn't that a huge loss for him? The waiter was also baffled. The girl looked like she was hesitating to say something. She lifted her head and looked at us with tearful eyes. Actually, I was eating at a roadside stall. I didn't even know what to say anymore. Why would a high-class lady want to eat at a random roadside stall? Wouldn't that be unhygienic? Since I have never before eaten at places like that, my curiosity got the better of me. I didn't expect to come across a swindler, woo-you, and the most annoying thing was that the bun wasn't even tasty. I only had less than half of it before I was unable to continue eating. Advertisements, no. The most annoying thing is how you can be so stupid. Okay, that's enough now. You got a chance to cry out your grievances, but now it's time for you to go. The waiter interrupted the girl and started dragging her out of the private room. Don't go around disturbing our customers anymore. The girl was unwilling to leave. She clung to the nearest pillar and started to sob. Woo, this lady is so pitiful and you still want to drive me away? Don't you have any sympathy? I don't care whether you are pitiful or not, but if my boss finds out that I let you stay here, then I am definitely going to be fired. The waiter tried his best to pull the girl away, but she was like an octopus, stubbornly clung onto the pillar. He tried his best to pry her away from the pillar, but the girl just wouldn't budge. I won't leave, this lady hasn't eaten in 3 days. If I don't eat, I'll starve to death. At least show a bit of kindness. You wouldn't want to see an extremely beautiful young girl starve to death. As if I'll buy that lie. Even with so much force I can't make you budge from the pillar. Who do you think I am? There's no way an ordinary person like you can make me budge, you fool. Blah blah. This chapter is provided to you by Relibrary. Advertisements. Looks like I need to show you my real strength today, or else I'll be belittled by a little girl like you. Idiot. Tui. I watched the two of them, who seemed to have completely forgotten about me, as they performed their epic emotional, philosophical, thoughtful, and comedic shenanigans until I started to feel a headache and had to stop them. Okay, waiter. Just let her stay, she can have some of my food. Really? The young girl looked at me with joy. Yeah, but first let go of that pillar. How can you call yourself a noble lady and yet behave so unladylike, clinging to a pole? Thank you, you are such a kind person. The young girl looked like she was going to cry, then she suddenly turned to the waiter and shrieked, let go. Didn't you hear her, you jerk? I was talking about you, idiot. Are you really a rich lady? Other than her ignorance, she didn't have anything about her that resembled a rich girl. The waiter unwillingly released his grip and scoffed, I'll let you go today. All right. I called the waiter as he was about to leave. You can send up another round of everything I ordered previously, but this time don't give me any vegetarian dishes. 3. The waiter gave me a strange look but then quickly nodded, as you wish, miss, coming right up. Wow, you're such a kind person, you ordered new sets of dishes for me. The young girl threw herself at me, only to have her face in my hand as I push her away. Oh, it hurts. How are you so strong even though you're so small? Firstly, my name is not kind person, it's Lilith. Anyone would feel a bit complicated to be labeled as a kind person all along. Secondly, those foods are all mine, you can only eat these vegetarian dishes. Don't be so stingy now, how will it matter if I eat a piece of meat? Besides, the girl pointed to the table and continued, there's no way you can finish that much food on your own. But if you share it with me, you won't be wasting any of it. I smiled complacently at the girl, I never waste food. 10 minutes later, the girl looked at me with a bewildered look and didn't even notice the vegetable hanging out of her mouth. Advertisements you, the girl pointed at me with a finger and then pointed beside me towards the stack of plates that was taller than a person. Her voice trembling as if she had encountered a prehistoric monster. How can you eat so much? I wiped my mouth with a dining cloth elegantly and replied, I'm in an important stage of development now, so I naturally need to eat more. This chapter is provided to you by Relibrary. The girl's eyes bore into me as she looked at me from head to toe and then stopping to stare at a certain place for a long while. I don't see that part developing much though. Point 4. I think I should have instead helped the waiter throw her out. Developing. I am still developing. Didn't you hear me? Or do you not want to eat anymore? The girl quickly guarded her plate. Sorry, I'm sorry, you're actually developing pretty well, at least much better compared to a 10-year-old girl. Believe it or not, I will throw you out. Advertisements. Deep breaths, deep breaths. I'm a dignified princess, how can I be provoked with just a few words by this kind of person? Oh right. I just remembered I have a 10-year-old cousin who is more developed than you. The girl scratched her head and added as if the thought had only just occurred to her. Advertisements. Get out. I'm sorry, I was too arrogant. The girl quickly knelt and begged. What's your name? After everything that happened, I almost forgot to ask for it. My name is Carol. The girl looked up and introduced herself as if her name was the most glorious thing in the world. My daddy gave that name to me. Who gives a damn who named you, even if it was your long-lost second aunt who named you, it's got nothing to do with me. Speaking of which, I've been curious for a while. I started as I closed in on Carol. Why are you sneaking out from home? Carol's eyes lit up and she proudly answered, naturally, it's to do something big.